In today's world, the internet has become a vital necessity for all people. Think about how many times you access the internet each day, whether it be for work or school, the news, to contact loved ones, social media, checking the forecast, searching for directions, and so much more. Even though it is a necessity in order to function in modern-day society, millions of Americans are still denied equal access to it because of corrupt internet service provider conglomerates such as Comcast. Comcast was founded in 1963 by Ralph J. Roberts, Daniel Aaron, and Julian A. Brodsky. Their company initially grew through strategic investments in rival cable companies. In 2002, Comcast purchased AT&T Broadband for $44.5 billion. In addition to obtaining cable television systems, they also expanded into areas of entertainment, where they acquired 51% of NBC Universal. Eventually, they also made the jump to internet and telephone services. Today, Comcast is one of the largest internet service providers in the United States. However, their success has come at the expense of many people. Comcast, along with other large ISPs, have created de facto monopolies, meaning that customers have no choice but to use providers such as Comcast. For those who cannot afford Comcast or are not given the choice of other providers, are left without access to the internet. During this lesson, we will try to answer the question, how do major ISPs such as Comcast perpetuate a cycle of internet inequality? In today's world, people rely on internet to access employment, education, safety, housing, and just about everything else. Internet access is an essential for all people, and therefore it should not just be reserved and limited to those who are wealthy. People of all races, ethnicities, genders, religions, and socioeconomic statuses deserve equal access, because without it, they face a decrease in opportunity in economic, cultural, political, and many other facets of life. Comcast and Charter, another ISP conglomerate, have created de facto monopolies by eliminating all other competition. 26 million Americans only have access to broadband through Comcast, and 30 million Americans only have access to broadband through Charter. These companies create contracts with each other and carve up parts of America to determine which areas they provide their services to, therefore leaving no room for overlap. This eliminates the market and robs people of their right to choose. In 1890, the U.S. passed the Sherman Act, a collection of antitrust laws that banned monopolies. Unfortunately today, instead of enforcing the law and protecting the people, the government aids and abets ISPs' fraudulent activities. The agency that should be blamed the most is the Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC. In 1996, the Telecom Act ordered that the FCC ensures that every American has access to telecom services. However, one of the ways they do this is by drawing coverage maps, which have often been criticized for their inaccuracy. While the FCC claims that only 21 million Americans do not have access to high-speed internet, an analysis done by Microsoft found that 163 million Americans do not have access to high-speed internet. The Federal Communications Commission also asks companies to fill out Form 477. This form allows companies to self-report on how many people that they are reaching. This allows them to easily lie about their figures and alter data. Due to their money and power, ISP conglomerates are hardly ever questioned or held accountable for their exceedingly altered figures. This heavily alters maps which determine how much money communities receive from the Universal Service Fund in order to have better access to the internet. The USF is money that Congress sets aside to ensure that Americans have access to telecom and internet services. Money cannot be properly distributed if data about which communities need it is incorrect. This often leads to viral redlining, which leaves rural, lower-income, and tribal communities to be heavily impacted by further perpetuating a cycle of poverty and inequality. So, what has been the solution to this ongoing issue? Some cities, such as Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Fair Lawn, Ohio, have taken matters into their own hands and are setting up their own internet. This phenomena is known as municipal broadband. It has proven to provide faster speed, cheaper prices, and better customer service. However, when this occurred, Comcast was furious and sued Chattanooga. Chattanooga won the case and provided their citizens with internet that was 200 times faster, which forced Comcast to compete. So perhaps it is time that more cities take internet into their own hands. ISP conglomerates will never be for the people. If we want to ensure that all people are provided equal access to the internet, more cities should implement municipal broadband. And 163 million Americans will have better access to education, jobs, financial security, and healthcare.